shifting gears, actually, at this time, we're going to be moving up our third segment and talking about Belize Spa and Wellness Association and a branding competition that they're having along with Beltrade. So with us this morning, we have Tomas Gongora, who is the Senior Marketing and Information Officer for Beltrade. And we have Mappy Smith, who is the Interim President of the Spa and Wellness Association. Good morning and welcome.
Good morning.
I could have taken a Maya massage on set as a part of helping you explain this, but you didn't offer, so we'll just talk about it instead. But good morning, and let's just start off understanding a bit about the Spa and Wellness Association. Mappy?
The Spa and Wellness Association has been in about 3 to 4 years now, and we're really dynamic. It's a priority sector in Belize, and especially in the Caribbean. Mm-hmm. The Caribbean is very big on it, and we have been doing a lot of trainings. We have had people internationally certified. Wow. We have had a product development. We were looking at a product development lately. We're looking at standards. We must have standards because there are more people. The whole idea is that we want the Caribbean to be the largest spa in the world. So when people come on a vacation, they come and they ask, where can I relax? How do I get a massage? Mm-hmm. But there must be certain standards. Yeah. And so standards are important. It's still a process to get certain things like this done. Yeah. But it has been going on. We are doing fantastic. People are doing very well in this. Women are working. Mm-hmm. We keep looking at the gender. We need to bring in men. Men do very well in this business. I think Belize, we haven't caught on to the gender issue where we want men to be a part of spa and wellness. But until we have a massage therapist in every hotel, and at each restaurant where you can get a massage, if you go to a restaurant, just on the side, somebody could do a little chair massage or a little foot massage. It goes with, Belizeans are becoming more aware, so that is where we are.
And wellness is a big industry. People travel now, they travel for many different reasons, and wellness is one of them. So I know there are some schools that offer massage training, but what are some of the other opportunities that people have to be properly equipped to participate in this type of travel?
Well, in this, what we're talking about today in the Mayan one, we have not just included massage. Yeah. It comes with 5 senses. And when you get a experience, you must have the 5 senses. Yeah. So the massage techniques would be the touch. Yeah. But you must also, when you walk into that room, we want you to have an image of the Maya. Yeah. So you can see the experience, or maybe the bed has a piece of the cloth or something in the background. We want you to taste the Mayan tea. If it's going to be cacao, if it's going to be fever grass, lemongrass, whatever you want. And then we also want you to smell the copal. We spoke about earlier, the scent of copal. Anybody's making a copal candle. So all these people, we want you to hear the music. There's this gentleman, Pablo, but maybe there are other people. What's his name? Pablo who is doing this fantastic Mayan. It's so relaxing. Yes. So that when we sell this experience elsewhere, we are selling your music. We are selling someone's tea. Yeah. We're selling the products that you're going to use, and we're going to be selling the technique. So I might have missed one of the senses, but the 5 senses, and then because it's 5, every time I write it down. Yeah. But so that you don't forget it. And we want somebody to go to Jamaica and say, I was in Belize and I got a Mayan experience. Yeah. What do you offer that here? And so we want to go to trade shows and sell it, and it's big. The Caribbean is waiting on us. Yeah.
And that's a part of where Beltrade comes in, because obviously we attend a lot of trade shows, and we're involved in a lot of export development and that sort of thing. Medical tourism is one of our priority sectors at Beltrade, and as such, as much as possible, we'd like to help in the development of that sector and raising awareness of that medical tourism exists in Belize, and also to help export this experience outside of Belize, because the products and services that will be used here are stuff that will be developed in Belize, and it's an opportunity to sell that outside and get people's products noticed and raise awareness of the benefits of the different products that we have here.
Yeah. So, we were having a conversation during the break, and I was trying to wrap my mind around the idea of exporting a Maya spa experience. And the only connection I can make is that you can go any part of the world and go to a spa and ask for a Thai massage. In other words, that has become the brand of a specific style. Or a Swedish massage, And so it becomes part of the experience, and that's what we want to develop when it comes to the Mayan culture as a product in wellness, right?
Exactly.
Now you're having a competition.
Yes.
Explain to us what you are looking for.
Well, the competition is basically, it has a couple of different purposes. One, obviously, to develop the overall MyASPA experience, which will involve you coming up with a storyline, usage of locally made products, and also inspiring cooperation between the therapists and the producers of those products. Because of that, we've made it a requirement that the teams must be of 4 members, one of whom has to be a certified massage therapist, but there can be people from other walks of life as well, because obviously to get this experience out there, you'll need somebody to market it, you'll need somebody to train it, you'll need somebody to basically be out there sourcing the products, scouting out the products, doing the testing, doing the purchasing and that sort of thing. So we're trying to inspire cooperation and group work. And because to develop something like this, it's going to be hard for one person to say, I can do everything.
And so you're looking for this group to come together and present an idea as to what a overall Maya Spa experience would be like. Mappy, you gave us a great example right there with Kupal candles, lemongrass tea, the tapestry that is associated with the different Mayan cultures used as a part of the dress. But that's just a generic sample we're using here. And you want more creativity.
And the beautiful thing about it is that the overall MyASPA experience won't necessarily be chosen from one team. It'll be a combination of elements from the different teams. But there will be a first, second, and third prize winner based on who had the most relevant and best elements involved in theirs. But we're looking at 5 different areas, and those are the 5 senses. So how did you portray the touch? How did you portray the sight aspect of it? The smell, hearing, and so on, and the taste, right? So whoever comes up with the most elements that will be involved in it becomes the overall winner. However, this is something that's beneficial to everybody who competes, because they all get the experience of having the feedback from the judges or the panel that's going to decide who are the winners. And eventually, of course, they'll be all trained to do the Maya Spa experience at their own spa before we even start thinking about exporting it outside of Belize.
So we must sell Belize. We want to know that when you go to any spa in Belize, you should be able to get this experience, because that is putting Belize on the map.
Very, very interesting though. What's the deadline in terms of application for us to apply?
We've been marketing this heavily online on Facebook and our other medias online for about a week now. And the deadline is actually the 14th. So you have up to the 14th to sign up. That's just to choose your 4-member team and sign up. That's all you need to know at that point. You just need to know that you're interested in joining. Sign up is actually free. You have to pay nothing to sign up. You just have to have your 4 members ready. And you can either sign up by visiting any Beltrade office or by going onto our website, which is being displayed on screen right now. Actually, no, that's the flyer, but earlier they were showing the website. BelizeInvest.org.bz, and there's a link right on the homepage that will take you to the sign-up page.
So you have to apply before you actually submit.
Yes, we want a good idea of how many teams will be signing up before we do the sensitization session, which will be a couple days after the sign-up deadline. So next Friday, I believe, is the sensitization session, the 16th.
And a month from now, they would be making their presentations.
A month from now, we should be wrapping up the presentations. We'll have a week of presentations. So we'll ask people, because we already have interest from all the way from Toledo. We have interest from San Pedro. So people are really interested and have been showing interest. And it's going to be something, awesome to experience. I'm so excited to just sit in on the
It is something I wanted to know in terms of the response like from the public, because when it comes to massage, everybody wants to be a part of it. Why? Because you want to be able to roll it out and you want to do it properly. After somebody has gotten a massage from you, we want to hear the words, you know what? I am satisfied.
Correct.
You did mention though, Mape, that you would want for more males to be engaged in the and of course the Belize Spa and Wellness Association. How can one be a part of that?
Well, we have our offices out of the Belize Coalition of Service Providers office, which Melanie Ely is there, and they can always call in or they can go on our website for the coalition office, the Belize Coalition of Service Providers. You can go on Facebook page for Belize Spa and Wellness Association and become a member. I want to tell you, it's so important. There's so many job opportunities in this area.
Wow.
And every day we get hotels, we get the new place off from Placentia, they're calling, looking for massage therapists, and there are jobs available.
Yeah.
And people are looking for jobs, so there's a demand.
You can even
for
do it privately.
You can even do it privately.
Of course.
Some people don't want to go to somewhere else. They want to go into their own home. And I want men to understand that it's available. People like them because of their strength. People like different things about them, you know? And so we are just encouraging that. That's just a gender thing that even in the Caribbean, we don't get enough men. There's always more women. But in other places, there's a demand for men to do. People are very specific at what they want. But yes, we want people to be a part. We want them to reach out to a coalition office, which is our office, comes out of that office there, and so that they can be a partner.
Is there a certification process? I mean, does one have to be, like in other parts of the world, you have to be a licensed massage therapist? Is that part of our structure in
Yes,
Belize?
you need to be certified.
Yeah.
You need to be, we have minimum standards.
Yeah.
As I said, we don't have exactly some of the monitoring that we need.
Yeah.
But like lately we had a complaint, and what we asked BTB to help us with that, because they as the tourism industry, they still need to set the standards. Until we have finished setting our standards and know exactly our minimum standards, then we can pass it on. But we are in the process of that. This is a real process to get. But yes, certification is important. And we have a lot of foreigners who come in. We don't know where they came from. We can't check where they came. I had calls this week as the interim president that people are not advertising to Belizeans. As long as you have advertised to Belizeans, because there are a lot of people who have gone through then you can go ahead and hire who you want.
Now, as you pointed out, you work in conjunction with the Belize Coalition of Service Providers. Being a masseuse or a massage therapist, it's an exportable skill.
Exactly.
In other words, you can work anywhere because if there is a need for your particular skill. But where are the opportunities for us to be able to develop the skills? Like, it's not necessarily a program you learn in school, so how does one get themselves equipped to be able to be a part of the wellness sector?
Well, at this time, Lisa Villanueva, she has Holistic School of Massage, and she's very well known.
Yeah.
She's internationally trained. She has probably the most certified person who is doing that right now. But you have other people who have shorter courses. We still have to put a standard as to what we call can be a short service or anything like that. But she has a more detailed service. I know right now she's in Naya Resort, always taking them through other techniques and upgrading them and keeping them on top of things, because that's why she couldn't be here with us. But yes, that is the school that we are recommending right now. I know other people have applied. They're looking at how they can open a school here. But we would have to go through to see what kind of qualifications and if they can do that.
I think the Spa and Wellness Association is a pretty young organization too, but as time goes by, there's room to develop what qualifies you as a spa technician or a proper
massage
therapist here, and to get some entity to do the training, similar to how Beltrade has BTech. We do our trainings for different industries and
you
so on.
do nail technicians and,
as a matter of
similar
fact,
things.
as a matter of fact, since I mentioned that, perhaps that's something BTech can look at down the line. If it's something that we have a high enough demand for, perhaps we can bring in somebody who is certified, or who is an actual trainer that's qualified to certify people to come in and do training through BTech. So there's definitely room to for us to work along with the Spa and Wellness Association at Beltrade, and this is like a jumping off point for that.
One of the things I think would be for the slow boat in this particular area is the fact that as kids we are so taught that be a doctor, be a lawyer, but the importance of actually being a massage therapist is very important. It's very healthy, of course. You've got to be somebody who is well-rounded with yourself. So I think that would be one of the things that we need to start in terms of taking these things into the schools. It's important. The next thing, another thing that I like about this, especially with the Belize Spa and Wellness Association, is the fact that you get calls, Belize Spa, they get calls every day for people to actually venture off into the resorts, because they need people to carry out these tasks. One of the things that we've seen in the news lately is actually airlines, much more airlines coming to Belize. which simply means that more hotels will be popping up, and so therefore rolling out more jobs. While you're a young association, how many people do we have right now that are part of this association?
We have about 50 signed up with us, but we know to each that 50 there's much more, because we have gone to San Pedro, we have had meetings out there. Of course, people are busy, they can't even come to meetings. We have gone to Punta Gorda when we were looking at the Mayan, getting people who were in that area there. But definitely, one of the things I wanted to touch on when you said about starting from early, one of the things, it's not in schools, but a lot of people are having spa parties for their kids.
Yes.
And spa parties are big. This weekend there was this great spa party at IT Vet.
Spa party?
Yeah, those are very common. Yeah.
They're so common. And so all of a sudden Belizeans, but even for the kids, like, I have things to, I was like, people wanted to rent things from me, like the
pedicure,
little balls, and we have a little manicure things, and we rent it for very affordable, so you can have a party for your kids, and you do their little facials, and they learn to start to groom themselves and take care of themselves.
Yeah.
Just the whole idea. And then they had for adults this weekend, and I heard it was well attended.
Yeah.
So it's becoming, the Belizeans are becoming more conscious of the wellness.
Yeah.
Now wellness, some people will include it, even with the Maya experience, it could be included with yoga.
Yes.
It could be included with training.
Meditation.
So all these come under wellness, right? Meditation. Lots of the even when we look at, we're talking about some of the rituals that they use in the Mayan.
The healing rituals.
The healing rituals and the chakras and and using Ruda. I just wanted to mention some of the things that people can come in, because we know Ruda is Maya.
And I wanted to go back to that, because I don't want us to forget, as much as we've been talking about the opportunities that exist for getting equipped in this specific area, this is also a brand new area that will open up more doors, and a very Belizean specific product that you'll be able to take elsewhere. So what do you plan to do? So we're asking groups of 4 people minimum to come together and literally compose what a Maya spa experience would be. So if I'm in any part of the world, and let's say it's already big, I want a Maya spa experience, they'll decide what sounds, what sights, what smells, what touch I will be able to have.
And it all has to tie together. You really have to do your research about this.
Yes.
It's like Mappy mentioned, you have to know their rituals, and you have to know their traditions, and see how best you can tie them together into this experience that you're going to compact into. The competition is a 30 to 35 minute spa experience. However, an actual spa experience may last 60 minutes, 90 minutes, what have you. So how are you going to compact all of those different elements into this time that you have allotted for the competition? And how are you going to roll it out? How are you going to move from segment to segment in your storyline, so that it's not abrupt, or so that everything flows like when you're getting any other sort of spa treatment? I definitely have to reiterate that we really promote the usage of Belizean made products and Belizean developed products here. We have tons of products that is not as well known as they should be, but there's a lot of people developing different scented oils and that have different benefits and so on.
Can you perhaps put together an experience when using a product perhaps that hasn't been established as yet? Like you said, a copal candle. I don't know if anybody makes copal candles.
Yeah, of course. It's not just pulling together products that already exist. If you can be innovative enough to actually introduce products during this process, that's definitely that definitely scores you points.
Well, I hope they have copal candles, because so I can buy them. I love copal.
I just put the copal in my kitchen and it smells the whole house. We had a consultant just left here in November, and she took back copal to UWI, and the research area there, and they sent back oils for us.
Wow.
So it was more doing testing and to make sure that we can use it in different products and things like that. So we have been developing it and have written grants to get those items developed.
And that's the kind of thing that we're looking for, that type of innovation and not necessarily reinventing the wheel, but just coming up with something totally new would definitely score you points in this. Export Belize, one of the units of Beltrade, is always looking for new products to develop to export outside of Belize that we can say are uniquely Belizean, and this will be something that they can look at as well.
So Thomas, what's the long-term vision for this? How do you take it from the winning combination? Because you'll have a winner, but then you'll also combine elements of everybody's presentation for the actual Mayan Spa, or whatever name they title it, experience.
Okay, well, what's going to happen with the competition is that after the competition actually takes place and we choose a winner or winners, they will get to actually display that at Expo Belize in September. On the 2nd and 3rd of September, which are the dates slotted for Expo this year. We're going to be sponsoring the booth for them, which will be basically BTEX training rooms. And so Belizeans will get the chance to experience this before we actually start developing it for export and so on. But a part of it is going to be that this is going to be put in black and white, what the Maya experience is, and it's going to be copyrighted or trademarked or what have you. So the intellectual property part of it will be there. You will have the bragging rights of saying, you know, I helped to develop that.
Belizean,
and this is uniquely Belizean. And then, as Mape mentioned, we want to train Belizean spa technicians and masseuses to carry this out in the different resorts and so on. And consequently, we want to train people outside of Belize. We want to bring in people. This is an opportunity for us to develop an institute that teaches the Maya spa experience, or an entity that does that, to masseuses or spa technicians
therapists
from around the world to come here and be a part of learning this experience and taking it back where they come from. As I mentioned earlier, medical tourism is a priority sector that we're developing, and you'd be surprised how many people actually come to Belize on, you know, serious medical, they're looking for serious medical attention, and in lieu of, you know, trying different things that they have wherever they live, they feel like maybe some of the things that they hear about Belize can help them in their particular area of need.
I just wanted to say that also, and it's universal, massage therapists charge $1 per minute. And if you do, it's local, it's $1 per minute. If it's foreigners, it's $1 per minute. So when you go on the beach side, you can get a 20-minute massage, it's $20. That is, if you go into a spa now and somebody has the air conditioner, the price goes up. Because then you're renting space, you're looking for a different experience. But when you're just doing it out there anywhere, it's $1 per minute. So $60 for an hour. So that's automatic. So we're just saying
it's a very lucrative skill, especially if you're good at it.
Right.
I like that you mentioned that, because for a lot of folks they might say, I don't think I need a massage, man. Why is it important for folks to get a massage? Why is it important for somebody to get their...
Belizeans work hard.
Very
we're hard workers, but we neglect our own health a lot of the time. And a simple thing like a massage can help you so much, you know, to prepare for the next day.
From your circulation moving to your...
relaxing your muscles.
Even for people who exercise a lot, they need to be able to work out their muscles.
Your joints and so on. I think a lot of people know me from my other career as a DJ, and I've actually started to incorporate getting a massage as a part of my therapy for DJing, because I do, you know, we stand on our feet for 8 hours at a time, we carry heavy equipment, you know, we take a licking sometimes, and that health aspect I've been forced to kind of start looking at myself due to some back problems I developed from that very job. So it's very important that you incorporate wellness into your routine, no matter what walk of life you're from.
And you're going to the doctor, and the doctor are referring people to massage therapists. They're telling you, maybe you don't need to be on medication, maybe you just need to relax. Myself, I have spine problem, I have scoliosis of the spine, and many times you think it's getting worse, but it's just locked in. You just need to massage away, just to get to relax the whole body. And so there's so many areas, reasons why people get massages.
All right.
Big.
Well, we look forward to getting a preview of what that Maya spa experience will be like. We can set up an area here and see what that looks. And I'd imagine that it comes with a title too, something that
it will probably come with a title. We just want to make sure that it alludes to the fact that it's Belizean and that it's from the Maya. So we'll develop that along the way as well, and hopefully we'll have the opportunity to come back before we actually go to Expo in September and demonstrate that to you guys.
Absolutely.
I just wanted not to forget the prizes.
Oh yeah, the prizes.
Because
never spoke about the prizes.
The one of people.
The selling point. Okay, let's see. So I mentioned that we're looking in 5 different areas, and we're going to choose from that who had the most contribution to what the overall experience is going to be. But we've decided that the prizes for this will be first prize $5,000.
Wow.
Second prize $3,000. Third prize $2,000 Belize dollars. And you know, it is an investment for these people to just be a competitor in this competition, because they have to get their oils, their materials, everything that they need, and do their research and so on. So it's just a way of saying, you know, it was not for nothing. It's not just for the bragging rights. That's definitely going to be something that we hope attracts people as the prizes.
And we know a lot of people in Kaya out there, they're doing different Maya techniques already. We hope they come on board. We know we have visited San Pedro, they're excited there. We know PG people with Punta Gorda.
I actually got a call. I got a call from somebody from PG, said that they're interested in coming. You know, they already developed their own oils and stuff like that.
Wow.
And, you know, so it's,
and they have
I'm
their
very excited.
I can imagine they're all like knocking on the Mayan traditional healer's door, like some secrets.
Probably.
Which is great, because if it's tried and tested over or part of their traditions, that's even better for your story.
Right.
Yeah, correct.
You know, and it's actually a great start for to entrepreneurship.
Yeah.
You want to start your own business. You win this at 5,000. That's a great start. 3,000. That's another great start. So idea. I think this eventually is something that would roll out good. Another thing, when it comes to culture in Belize, we have similarities of how we do our rituals. So Garifuna spa, an East Indian spa. These things, there are similarities. I'm sure some ideas will be floating around the raptor.
We have been with Lucia Ellis. She's dynamic. She has so many ideas
oh my goodness, yes,
different things. She has just been through a rough time. She lost her husband. But so we will bring Garifuna on shortly, hopefully, as soon as we
So we're starting with the Mayan
Mayas,
and then we'll move into other cultures.
Yes.
This is such a great initiative. We really wish you the best of luck, and we hope that people who have their interest has been piqued in this conversation, that you find your team members and apply. The deadline for application is June 14th. It's not the submission time, it's just to say that you will submit. And you go to the website, belizeinvest.org.bz, and sign up and say that you will be submitting an idea and get to work.
And they can also visit any Beltrade office. So they can visit BTech on the ITVET compound. They can visit SBDC Belize, which is on the UB Faculty of Management and Social, FMSS, the one at West Nandiver. Sorry. And they can also visit Beltrade at 14 Orchid Garden Street in Bamapan.
And the Belize Coalition office, Mel will be happy to help.
All right. Well, thank you all for stopping in and letting us know about this initiative, and best of luck.
All right. Thank you very much for having us.
We're going to go ahead and take a break, and when we come back, we'll be joined by representatives of the Social Security Board to talk about their ride across Belize. So stay tuned.